Before you lift anything, take a moment to consider these 5 important guidelines. 1. How heavy or bulky is the item being moved? Know the weight of the load before you try moving it. Also, is the load too bulky to handle by yourself? Are there any other special considerations before lifting? Can you clearly identify the points where you can get the best and safest grip on the load? 2. Can you lift the load manually, or will you need help? Help could be in the form of a second lifter or a step up to some type of a mechanical lift assistive device. You should know your personal limitations. In other words, what amount of weight can you safely lift without risking injury? Even if the load is within your limits, consider using mechanical help whenever possible. But if the item is heavy or ungainly, get help. Don't let your ego get you in trouble. Get a second person, a hand truck, forklift, dolly, or whatever else is available. 3. What location is the load coming from? Are you moving something from a hard-to-reach place like overhead or far back on a shelf? Does it have to be lifted out of a container? Is it in a tight area that may give you trouble? You want to be able to position yourself as close to the load as possible before lifting. The closer you are, the less strain on your body. If it's back on a shelf, slide it out to get it closer. If it is coming out of a tight area, make sure you have adequate room for your hands and arms. Watch out for pinch points. Be aware of any adjacent obstructions, and always make sure you can see the top before moving. 4. What is the destination point? Before you lift anything, think about where the load will be placed. Will it be going somewhere overhead, in a narrow, tight spot? What special precautions should be taken before you get to the end point? Will you have enough room? At the destination, don't try to shoehorn something into position. Allow yourself as much room as possible to set the load down. Avoid hitting anything nearby. You can always shift it after it's down. 5. What route do you have to follow while carrying or moving the load? Check the path from start to finish. Are there any tripping hazards, trash, or debris on the floor? Any holes that could break your ankle? Any changes in floor elevation that could throw you off balance? Any loose, uneven, or unstable footing, like grass, dirt, broken concrete, gravel? Will you be going through any doorways, blind intersections, or anywhere else that you should be aware of? Are there any wet, slippery areas? Very important, how is the lighting along the route? And if you are moving from inside to outside or from outside to inside, are you prepared to deal with the lighting changes? Traveling in or out of doors can cause temporary vision loss while your eyes adjust to the lighting changes. Remember, the shortest way isn't always the best or the safest. Know the high fives of back safety and always plan your lift.